So you privilege the demarcation question and say it's primary in a certain way, but I'm wondering whether that's true. Why do we need in advance a conception of, or an answer to the demarcation question before we engage in the other ones? I mean, that seems to be an unpragmatic move, as it were. So we need a definition. Okay, so we need a definition to know what we're talking about in making the demarcation. So why shouldn't we think that we figure out what we're talking about by actually engaging in an inquiry into this problematic distinction that we have, so allowing it to emerge? I mean, why do we need it in advance? Why does it have to be definitional?
Okay, well, I mean, I'm happy enough. I mean, definitions often, of course, emerge from the process of trying to see what would be good ones, what would do the work. But the work it's got to do is to be the hinge that connects the emergence question to the leverage question. So it sets the criteria of adequacy for addressing those questions. We don't really know what those questions are except by setting that parameter. Because it's got to be the same boundary, even if it's a blurry one, that you have to show that it's possible to cross coming up from below from practical intentionality, that you then say, yes, but when you cross this, now you get this explosion of expressive and practical capacity that is culture. If you don't tie yourself to a definition, to drawing a line there, then you can make either the emergence question or the leverage question very easy. It's only by committing yourself to that hinge that the criteria of adequacy for those two really emerges. So I mean, I think the important questions are not the definitional ones. It is your story about emergence and your story about leverage, but the criteria of adequacy for that's what I'm calling the demarcation question.